Hello, this is Mr. Chabry, and I was thinking about it, and I think it'd be an interesting thing to explore my save file from Pokemon Soul Silver. So this is going to be a little exploration of this save file. This is the original save file of when I first played Pokemon Soul Silver. I'm I'm really interested in seeing what the save file looks like. I haven't played Soul Silver in a while, so you're going to get to see what Pokemon I brought to the Elite Four. I'll show off that. I'll show off the team that I used. I'll even show off just some other stuff, if you'd like. So, go ahead and get a thumbs up, and let's just look at the save file. So here it is, looking all shaky and everything because of the resolution and stuff. But here's the save file. I had 339 hours on it. I got all the gym badges, 355 Pokemon. Let's just hop right into this and check out the game. So here we are. What was the last thing? I don't even remember what I was doing in here last time. Yeah, so here's the actual team that I used throughout most of the game. I'll go ahead and check them out. So here's my Typhlosion, my first level 100 Pokemon. I actually got a video of me training up to level 100, and I really love Typhlosion. It's always been my favorite Pokemon since the original Pokemon Silver, and I have, like, if you notice, I've got a little star symbol for each of the Pokemon that I used in my party. So there's that. So this one was actually Adamant. Adamant's the worst ability for your Typhlosion, but I mean, this one got me through the game. I gave him Flamethrower, Thunder Punch, Eruption, and Dig. Adamant nature helped out with the Thunder Punch and the Dig, but I mean, it's not really that good as a competitive Typhlosion, but it got me through the main game. I gave it the Charcoal to boost its fire moves. Here we have my Pidgeot. This was my #1 flying type that I used. It's also Adamant, and that's actually pretty good. I gave it Aerial Ace, Feather Dance, Fly, and U-Turn. Feather Dance, I used it whenever there was a Pokemon I was scared of, and I was like, okay, I need to reduce its attack power because this thing would destroy my entire team. So Pidgeot would be that Pokemon I'd send in there just you know, as just soften up the attack power of my opponent. Here's my Ampharos that I used. I used Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, Discharge, and Power Gem. Ampharos was a pretty good Pokemon playing through it. But anyway, here is the Golem. This was actually the only time I used a Golem in my party team. But Double Edge, Earthquake, Rock Climb, and Stone Edge. Rock Climb, I gave it that so I can get to Red. It's Rockhead, so that's pretty cool. Double Edge with Rockhead. I gave it the Hard Stone. The Nature, I don't remember what Rash did, but Careful, I don't remember some of these. Adamant's the one I know the best. Okay, so an interesting story about these two Pokemon that I've got on my team. When I first went to buy Soul Silver, I ended up buying like a fake copy of it. See, it was before I really knew what I was doing, and I just bought it on eBay, and it was cheap, and it was like a fake copy, and in the fake copy, you can't go past the 4th gym. So, unfortunately, I kind of wasted time in that, but when I bought this game, I was like, well, might as well get some use out of that fake copy, and I ended up giving myself all the starters. So this is my Meganium, Overgrow. I gave it Body Slam, Seed Bomb, Giga Drain, and Earthquake. Earthquake was pretty helpful whenever Meganium was out there facing a fire type. And Feraligatr with Crunch, Superpower, Ice Punch, and Waterfall. So this is my main team that I brought. Most of them, if you notice, are in the 80s, except for Typhlosion. And that's because, like I said, Typhlosion was my favorite. I actually made it my mission to make sure he got to level 100. And that's what I did. Typhlosion got to level 100. If you'd like to watch that video, it's on my channel somewhere. Just go find it. Anyway, let's check out the rest of the Pokemon I've got in these boxes. So let's just go through each of the boxes. I guess I'll start with box 1. I guess that's what I'll do, because I don't know what I have in here. I remember all my boxes were almost full. That was actually originally the main reason I got Pokemon Diamond, because I was afraid that if I run out of room, I won't have any room for new Pokemon. So I actually originally bought Pokemon Diamond just so I can have a place to store all of these Pokemon. And since then, if you've watched my Nuzlocke, Diamond's mostly been what I use for Nuzlocke now. But anyway, let's look at some of these Pokemon I've got. I guess I'll just look at it here, even though it's kind of weird looking. This is the best way to see all the Pokemon. So let's go ahead and look over some of these Pokemon that I've got here. Not too much here. I do remember catching some of these Pokemon, being excited to finally have them in-game, like the Xatu, the Roserade. Interestingly, this Abomasnow is actually from the first time I bought Diamond. The person that originally had it already had like a team and everything, and they actually used Abomasnow on their team. Here we have where I stored the starters of the other generations. I kept them here so I could breed them if I needed to. It's pretty cool having that. We have a Tangrowth. I was pretty excited to catch a Tangrowth, or to get a Tangrowth, and Hitmontop. I always wanted a Hitmontop. That's just a lot of these Pokemon are Pokemon that I was really excited about getting. So we'll just keep continuing on. Actually, this Octillery was one that I really was excited about, and I think I actually got that from the Pokewalker. The Pokewalker's a really cool thing, which I'll probably show off sometime. There's Donphan, that was another one I was excited about getting. Got another Golem in here. Here we have some more Pokemon. There's a Sharpedo, I was excited about that one. That came from the Pokewalker. There's Caesar. So Caesar is one that I was totally excited about getting. I've always wanted a Caesar, and here in Soul Silver, I was finally able to get my own Caesar. So we'll just keep looking through here. There's just a lot of boxes just full of Pokemon that's not really that interesting. Some of them are really cool though. Here we have a bunch of Quillavas. I had a thing about breeding a bunch of Quillavas. And I think I actually passed this other Pokemon I want to show off. The Tyranitar, that's actually one I was excited about getting too. I trained up my Tyranitar. Alright, so this Mamoswine, I was always wanting a Mamoswine. And this one, I think it was hacked. I'll go ahead and show the information about it. So it's actually got this little shiny leaf thing, which, if I remember right, is only like a Gen 4 thing. But anyway, it wouldn't let me send it forward into, or it wouldn't let me use it online for the Pokemon Battle Revolution. So I do believe that is a hacked Mamoswine. Here we have some more boxes. Here's my legendary box. I've got 2 legendary boxes. These are all the legendaries I caught in Soul Silver, and these are actually legendaries from my Fire Red playthrough. So I actually got these from Fire Red. I'll go ahead and show this Mewtwo. And actually, no, that wasn't from Fire Red, was it? It was from Fire Red. So up here you can see the top screen, Kanto. So yeah, this was from Fire Red. And this is the box where I just keep a lot of different Pokemon. Like this Typhlosion is actually the son of my starter Typhlosion. This one's name is Flame Burst, as you can see here on the top screen. I got it at level 80. So yeah, I really trained up these Pokemon. Here I've got my Waterfall Whirlpool user, and this is also where I kept my HM Slave. So there's that one. The Sneasel has False Swipe for catching things. This was what I used to hatch eggs. I also have Cut on the Centric. This Ursaring was also used to catch things in the trees with Headbutt, and Sweet Scent to find some Pokemon in the grass. Let me look at this. And here is Nidoking. We've got 2 Nidokings, one with Black Sludge, one with Wide Lens. Black Sludge one was physical attacking, whereas the Wide Lens one is a special attacker. And I've got like really not that many hard-hitting moves, or not that many accurate moves is what I meant to say. I've got hard-hitting moves that aren't that accurate. That's the main reason I put that on there. So there's the boxes. Now we'll exit this. So here's the first time I actually beat the Elite Four. I'll go down. You can see the date there. I beat it on January 8th, 2012. I actually bought this game near the end of December 2011. That's when I was really wanting to get back into Pokemon. I had like just a big nostalgia trip. I went back to play my silver version. The battery was dead though. And I actually went through the trouble of changing the battery. But I had this thought of, you know, this battery's just going to die soon anyway. So that's the main reason I bought Pokemon Soul Silver. Was because I knew the battery was just going to die. And I learned about it because I went on YouTube and saw a playthrough of Soul Silver. And I was just infatuated and like, I need that game. So I got that in the end of December 2011. I would have had it earlier, but the original copy I bought was a fake, so I actually went into a store to buy this one. And here we can look at the Pokemon I brought to the league. Here we have Typhlosion. I actually gave him Strength, Flamethrower, Flame Will, since it was adamant. This one had Rock Blast, Headbutt, Explosion, and Earthquake. Growlithe had Surf, Hydro Cannon, Crunch, and Ice Fang. Ampharos, Headbutt, Discharge, Thunder Punch, and Flash. Quick Attack, Feather Dance, Fly, Twister. Headbutt, Synthesis, Razor Leaf, and Frenzy Plant. So actually, that was a pretty good team, I guess. I mean, it's an in-game team. It's not the greatest. They were all around level 40 when I took on the Elite Four, and I'll go ahead and show you. I actually went back in and took them on again, like a few months later. All my Pokemon at this time were like around level 70, so I actually went back to rematch them, get some more money, I guess. I think that was the main reason. But if you look, this is my team moves became more of what they were when I showed you. Yeah, actually showed you what they were. The next time I took on... Go back to the bottom screen. Next time I took them on was actually almost a year, a little bit more than a year after I first beat them. But yeah, the Pokemon were still around level 70 except Typhlosion, who was 81. Is that the same type? Yeah, so that's the same Typhlosion, but then in January 26, 2013, went back in with my level 70 Pokemon, but the Typhlosion is actually Flame Burst, the son of my starter Typhlosion. So yeah, there was that. And that's basically what it was. Everyone level 70, and this, I went back and got my level 80 at the time Typhlosion. I think I went through this time just to try to train him up more. Then I got Flame Burst to go back through there. And this is the last time I did it, and that was in December 2013. Wow. So anyway, yeah. There was Flame Burst. And let me just double check. So Flame Burst was the son of my starter Typhlosion. Is this one Flame Burst? Yeah, so there's Flame Burst. But I also had another Typhlosion that was the son of my starter. And he's actually in my Pokewalker currently. So, oh, look at that menu. You know, I miss that menu. I think that was the best menu. And I also miss the Pokemon following you. Let's actually see where I'm at. Where am I? Goldenrod City. Yeah, so I just remember how beautiful this game was. Oh, I remember the Voltorb flip. Let me do some Voltorb flip. Ah, yes. I think this was actually pretty awesome, this Voltorb flip minigame. Ah, bottom screen. Let me see if I can remember how you do it. So, it's kind of like... Alright, so there's one here, there's two here, there's three in this column. So actually, since there's none in this column, you can just flip all of these up. Oh, yeah. And then there's Voltorb, and you lose. I had, like, how many coins? Let me go back to the top. I had, like, 484 coins. I think actually... Then you had, like, Pokemon that you could get as prizes. Was it here? Yeah, it's here. I don't remember if I got any prizes. I think I was more interested in the TMs. Look at the bottom screen. Yeah, so yeah, I was more interested in this. Look at all these TMs. I forgot what I last bought with them. I think I actually bought a TM. Then there's held items. I might have bought the Widelands here. But there's that. And I'll go back out here. We'll fly. Actually, there's this one place I'd like to check out. This is like somewhere. I always thought that they should have something similar to it, but every time a new Pokemon game comes out, it's kind of a disappointment compared to what it was. So here is the Frontier, the Battle Frontier. I think the Battle Frontier is so much cooler than the recent battle places like the Battle Tree or the Battle Maison. You can get TMs of course, but you've got like 5 different places to go battle. This is something that I think should come back. I love the Battle Factory. When I first played through this, going through the Battle Factory was my favorite thing to do. Actually, the very first battle video I posted on here was just me in the Battle Factory. There's the Battle Hall. Earlier you saw the Battle Tower. There's like so much interesting battles that you could do. Battle Castle. And there's one more over here. The Battle Arcade. Yeah, so this is actually a lot of nostalgia here. This is something I really wish they would have brought back. And then we'll fly to this other place that I always thought was awesome here. The Safari Zone. I always wanted them to bring this back. Of course, X and Y had its own friend zone. That was pretty cool, but I think the Safari Zone here in Heart Gold, Soul Silver blows it out of the water. It's like so cool. You can have like different locations. Let's just go in and check it out. Dragon. I mean, they do have a Safari Zone in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but it does not touch this Safari Zone. This one, you can customize it, put your own areas in. Here we have like a little grassland area. Over here is like a desert area. Like, you can find a lot of good Pokemon here. It's like just tons of good Pokemon. Right now, Geodude popped out, basically making me look like I'm fibbing, but I mean, there's some Pokemon that are just, you know, not really cool. But, I mean, sometimes you'll come across really great Pokemon, like, I think I caught a Beldum here once. Ooh, there's a Magmar. Catch that. Get a Magmortar. This game's just awesome. It's just an awesome game. Let's go back out. I'll show off some more stuff that I loved about this game. I know usually the like the other videos like this I've seen, they're usually like a lot shorter than what I'm doing at the moment, but I just have to show off all the nostalgia that I feel for this place. Let's go ahead and fly. Oh, where's the next place I wanted to check out? So I think the next place I'll fly to is actually right here. This place, the music of this place was always my favorite to just listen to, like just to take in. Actually, no, not here. But this is actually okay. Since we're already here, let's check this place out. This is the Battleathon Dome. It's a really cool place. I don't want to do it right now because it takes a little bit, like a lot of time. But you basically pick out Pokemon and do like Pokemon sports, like racing breaking things. It was just an awesome. That's something that I wish they would have brought back. Pokeathlon. I think that would have been cool. Here we have something that I was originally wanting to show. And this is like every Tuesday and Thursday, I think. But this is the bug catching contest. You know, I love doing the bug catching contest. I mean, it's not super strong Pokemon usually you find. Usually they're like kind of weak. But you do have a chance to find Scythers and Pincers. And it's pretty awesome when you find those. Here we have a Butterfree. That's actually a pretty decent Pokemon to find for this contest. I'll just throw a Sport Ball. This is actually where the only place you can get the Sport Ball. So if you see someone in Sun and Moon throwing their Pokemon out with a Sport Ball animation, this is where they caught it. Unless there's some other game that they have that ball. So we caught Butterfree. Let's look around at some other Pokemon you could also catch. The whole point of this contest is try to do as little damage to the other Pokemon as you can. When I was younger, I always thought you should attack it in this bug contest. But I found out it's actually not based on, like, entirely on what Pokemon you catch, but based on how much HP they have left. So if you just catch it without hurting it, you have a better chance. But, I mean, sometimes they're, like, kind of hard to catch, like if you come across a Pinsir, or a Scyther, or even this Beedrill. Interestingly, this is actually where I caught a shiny Beedrill. I was doing this bug contest, came across a shiny Beedrill. Needless to say, I won that contest pretty big. It was pretty awesome. A shiny Beedrill, and I still have that in Sun and Moon. It's actually my Sun version. I'll probably show that sometime. I'll have like a whole video dedicated on the shinies that I've got. But anyway, yeah, there's not really much I'm coming across. After this, we'll just exit and end the contest, yeah. Just a Kakuna. But this is a place where you can get some good bug types. Like I said, Pinsir, Scyther, those are pretty good bug types. Scyther you can evolve into Scizor. Scizor is one of those Pokemon that are just super, super powerful. We'll go ahead, end the contest. And this is something I always loved about Silver, Gold, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, this bug contest. Alright, so the third place winner got a Venonat. Alright, so we actually got second place. That's pretty good. We got a Butterfree on a second place. The number one winner is a Scyther catcher. Someone that caught Scyther. And that's, I mean, Scyther is one of those Pokemon that's actually really, really good. We got an Everstone. This is a good way of getting Everstones. And no, we're not going to nickname. And we'll just let it go on the box. So now we can fly. I'll show you a cool thing that you could do on here. If you want, you can fly to Mount Silver, and from there you can actually fly to Kanto. So you don't have to take the train every time you want to get to Kanto. Here's Mount Silver. I love Mount Silver. This is where I did most of my training to get my Typhlosion to level 100. Actually, it's not Mount Silver. You go to the Indigo Plateau. Silly me. But anyway, Mount Silver is awesome. That's where you actually battle Red. Red's a good person to face. Now we'll fly to Kanto, and I'll show off some cool stuff in Kanto. And by far, what I think is one of the cooler things in Kanto is this trainer place. So we'll go ahead and go to the trainer school, or I don't think it's called the trainer school. I think it's just the trainer house. Yeah, the trainer house. And you go down here and battle. You just battle down here. And I know by default there's this trainer name. And you go ahead and save if you want. But by default, there is a trainer. I think his name is Cal. And he has each of the starter, the final evolution of the starters. And it's this guy here, I think. And then whoever you, I guess, trade with or battle with ends up here. But you can battle them anytime. And then another cool thing about Kanto, and I think this is the last thing I'll show off in the game before I go and show off the Pokewalker, is this gym area. I went back in. It's actually in Saffron City. So if you remember in the original games, Red and Blue, there was that fighting dojo gym. It's like what used to be the Saffron City gym before Sabrina came in and tore everything up. So I'll just ride my bike up here, and here it is. So here, yeah, it's actually like a place where gym leaders come and hang out. And whenever you want, like certain days, you can actually call the gym leaders that you faced and met during the post game. You call them during certain days, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're up for a rematch," and they'll show up here. And it's a good way to level up your Pokemon. So anyway, let's look at this little trainer card. I haven't looked at that. Here's all my gym badges. Nice. Here's my information. Oh, it's got where the adventure started. December 26, 2011. Wow, that's almost forever ago. We can flip the card. Oh, yeah, look. I just remembered that. So, here's this little thing, times linked. I think that's like battles. Where did I battle? I don't remember. I think, no, actually, no. Times linked 80. I did a lot of link traits through the GTS. I think that's what the 73 is for. And I did 7 battles through here, through the link feature. I don't remember who I battled, but I battled them, and it took me 23 hours to beat the game. And I had my little Kilroy was here thing going on here. But anyway, yeah, there's that. And now I'll actually go into showing off the Pokewalker. Let's go ahead and look at that.